Imagine someone coming towards you who wants to kill you, regardless of consequences.
A madman?
Yes. But he knows it, and you don't. And just to kill you isn't enough for him.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one?
Y'all, the Olympic opening ceremonies this year, did y'all watch?
We have not watched it yet.
Oh,
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, I saw a little bit.
oh my God, I've watched it twice. I bawled my eyes out. Celine Dion up there giving everything.
Nailed it. World-class performance, man. She was impressive.
About her, like she was
so good.
She was a queen. She was a queen.
She's a goddess. And
Oh,
and can we say hello, Lady Gaga?
Oh, stop it. Stop it with the feathers. It was
Showgirl fabulousness. I mean, she was like singing in French and just giving it everything. She can do anything. That woman can do anything.
Yeah.
exactly what I said. Yeah, no.
I love it. I'm gonna watch it right after this.
But no.
Oh my God. I'll watch it again and I'll think about you while I'm watching it. Okay. So Keith, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Just good. I had my whole immediate family come to visit me here in Lima.
I know your sister
over
was
last
there.
week. It was so nice. Everything went so well. Yeah, like I said, this was their first international trip as long as I've been alive, and so it was a big deal for them. They had to get passports and make it over here, and everything went so smooth. It was a really nice trip.
Oh, that's
it's so cool. You know, Keith and his wife and his daughter are living in Peru, and Keith and his wife are teaching in Peru right now. So the fact that your family got to go there, hey, Mandy's his sister. And the reason I know Keith is because of Mandy. So yay. Right. So let's welcome our wonderful guest. First of all, we have our guests who've been here before, Elle and Brent Garrison. Hey, y'all.
Yay.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
So glad y'all are back. And there's a reason you're back for this episode. We'll talk about that later. But we have a new guest also, Ms. Joy. And Joy, tell me I'm saying your name. Is it Martucci?
Oh, so well done. But you have to do it with the Italian hand.
Martucci.
Joy Martucci.
I love that.
Joy, welcome from Jay.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so glad you're here. We haven't had 5 people on the show.
I know, man. We're full. We're full. This is great.
It's a lot of us here. There's a reason that we invited Elle and Brent for this episode. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but later, we'll do that later. Right now, let's talk about what's entertaining us. So Joy, as our newest guest, what's been entertaining you lately? What's been keeping you happy and making you smile?
Phil, what's been bringing me joy, as it were? See what I did?
See what you did there.
I bet that's not the first time you've done that, but go ahead.
All right. We have so many things going. All right. Well, first of all, and I know this is probably just normal, but Health of the Dragon, has been so cathartic for me because honestly, after the entire Game of Thrones series ended, I had such a horrific time with that final episode because
so many people did. I didn't watch, but
another podcast. But I am Daenerys Stormborn, so I was like, no spoilers, but I do think that they did a fantastic job with it, bringing in the aspect of mothering versus queening.
Okay.
All of the aspects, and I love that there are flying puppies in the sky. But no, that's really been interesting. And I've been catching up on the ACOTAR book series. Anyone? Anyone?
No.
A Court of Thorns and Roses. Oh, yeah, this is gonna get everybody really excited.
I have it.
Spicy, Jay. It's a little spicy, but it's kind of fabulous. There's fairies and things.
Honey, you said spicy and fairies.
I mean, right. I'm already in. It's all you needed to say.
Fairly entertaining.
I'm not really a fantasy guy. In fact, I was just talking with somebody, my sister, about this. I'm not into Game of Thrones. I'm not into the Hobbit stuff. I'm
The
not
Hobbit stuff.
Everybody's so shocked that I'm not into this, and I'm like, y'all, huh? Say that?
Harry Potter.
No.
Sir. Oh my God! Wait, do I
know. Believe me, my students. You know, I'm a teacher. I'm a recently retired teacher. Okay, my students would be like, "Mr. B, did you read the Harry Potter?" I'm like, "Yeah, I read the first one." I don't know. Yes, for somebody who is so into horror, most of the people I know that are into horror also are into fantasy stuff. I have never really been into it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I'm like, when Rick and I went to see, what was I can't even think of the name of it. The first Hobbit movie where they,
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
He and I went to see Lord of the Rings. We kept looking at each other and yawning.
Really? That was okay. All right, I get that.
Oh, look, they're walking across another mountain. Oh, how nice.
But Game of Thrones is on another level. I mean, every single episode hooks you, and the cliffhanger makes you not want to stop watching. You want to just start the next episode.
All my gay friends that are into Game of Thrones are like, the guys are so hot. And I'm like, I don't like guys with long hair. So there you go.
You're killing me, Jay. You're killing me.
Right.
It's not for everybody. It's
True. It's for most people, though.
I know I'm in the minority. I know I am, and that's okay. I've been in the minority before. It's okay. I just
believe that you weren't a nerd growing up, Jay. All that tells me is that you probably were not a nerd, as the rest of us.
Oh no, I was very nerdy, but I was nerdy about like 40s movies and stuff. I was super nerdy. Nobody else was even like the other kids around me were like, what movie are you talking about? Who is Joan Crawford?
Oh
it's
where?
As our friend Paul Cassava would say, oh, you mean Joan Rivers? No, Joan Crawford, Paul.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Joy, you have anything else to share about what's been entertaining you?
Honestly, I feel that, I mean, that has kind of been, where I've been for a little bit, and kind of going back to, I grew up with classic film as my go-to. So instead of Saturday morning cartoons when we were 5, we would literally be watching, 1940s black and white films.
Yeah, film noir, baby, film noir.
Everything very noir. So
Love it.
I've been enjoying sort of going back and really been getting back into the original Rebecca.
Oh my God.
It's so
okay. Of my 5 favorite movies in the entire world, that is number 2.
Wow, really? Huh.
Dude. Oh, we have to do we have to do an episode.
Oh, honey, Rebecca is my number 2. My number 1 is All About Eve, and we've already done that on here.
Yes.
I literally could do every single scene in that movie when I was 7.
Exactly. Honey, I can recite every line of dialogue. Okay, when we do Rebecca, Joy, you got to be on for Rebecca. You got to come join us for that. Yeah.
Anyway, so that has been me. What about you?
Well, what about Elle and Brent? What have y'all been watching? What's been entertaining y'all?
Well, we started a new series. It's a limited series on Netflix called The Decameron. And
I have heard a lot about this.
It's hilarious.
It's a comedy based around
I would say it's a dark comedy.
Yeah, dark.
Ooh, okay.
Which
cool,
I love.
Cool. Yeah, me too.
Based around the Black Plague.
A black comedy about the Black Plague. Nice. Right. Interesting.
I mean, I will say that it is fluff, but it is entertaining, and the soundtrack is so much fun.
This is what I keep hearing. The music they choose for the background is funnier even than the dialogue, I hear people say.
I mean, it's like there was a scene last night, and they played a song by Typo Negative. This took me back to my 90s. Oh my God. It was so good. And and just like all the songs they pick they're not relevant to the time that it's like and Dragons and Game of Thrones and all it's like all this instrumental music. No, they're using like modern 90s.
Cool. I like that.
They're making a comment every time they play a song. Is what they're doing. Yeah.
And it's so much fun to watch.
The closing song from the episode we were watching last night was Enya.
Oh. Nice.
Was it Sail Away? Sail away, sail away, sail away.
Was that the only thing?
Yeah, it's really entertaining.
That sounds like I'm gonna have to check this one out. I think for sure. With the name again, what was it?
The Decameron.
Decameron.
Decameron. Okay. Because that's not a common word, so that's not one that's gonna stick. My brain's like Teflon anymore. Anyway, nothing sticks. Anyway.
Join the club.
So and trust me, guys, as the oldest one in this group, it just gets worse. I'm just warning you.
Well, I'm right behind you, so
we're just gonna get better with age.
You know what? Let's just say that. Okay. Anything else, guys? Anything else been?
I just finished reading Remarkably Bright Creatures, which is about a giant Pacific octopus kept in captivity.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
So is this fiction or nonfiction?
It's fiction.
Okay.
And so part of it is written from the octopus's perspective.
I love it. I love it.
His name is Marcellus. And then the story really is about a woman who is a widow, and to keep herself busy, she got a job at the aquarium cleaning at night. Ooh. And so Marcellus is a bit of an adventurer. Likes to get out of his tank at night.
I love it.
And this is not a spoiler, but her son passed when he was 18, and her husband passed a couple of years prior to when the book starts.
Okay.
And
wow.
I will say that the octopus is instrumental in knowing that her son passed and having artifacts from the bottom of the ocean.
Oh my God. Elle, I mean, oh my gosh, this sounds sounds moving. Actually,
it's incredibly moving. I cried for like 2 hours yesterday.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Even it's like, wow,
it's heartwarming.
Okay.
But if you've watched My Octopus Teacher, like I ugly cried.
Yes.
Through the entire thing.
Oh, I did too. And I've never been a fan of sushi. But after that,
I will never eat octopus.
oh my God. It's like, it would like eating your friend. It's like cannibalism. It's like
eating a dog.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I can't. They're too smart.
They really are remarkably bright creatures.
They are really smart. They're mind-blowingly smart. It's crazy.
If I can interject, Elle has a way, she's quite the octopus whisperer, if I may. Elle traveled to Bora Bora a few years back, and we did, a scuba diving excursion. It was lovely. And the only human in the entire group of people who swam to the bottom of the ocean floor and literally came up holding an octopus in her.
Awesome.
I love that you say that.
Why am I not surprised? I'm not surprised at all.
Also, Jay, I'm prone to hyperbole. But also,
That's not what happened.
That is
Manu,
exactly what happened.
Manu dove down, and Manu brought the octopus up. And
She
by the
saved
way,
the octopus's life.
she was a she. I love you. I did get to hold an octopus though,
It was
and
beautiful.
she was lovely.
Yeah.
They're just so adorable. They are. I mean, they are. When I told my mother that the other day, my mother's like, "What?" I said,
Yeah, right.
"My mom doesn't get it." Hi, mom. She listens.
Okay, Mom.
Hey, Chase, mom.
I said, "They're so cute." She's like, "No, they're not. They're slimy." Like, Mom.
Not, though. They're not at all.
But here's my thing. My mom has not seen these, she's not seen The Octopus Teacher, and she hasn't seen all that stuff. She has she's got the old idea of what, these creatures are. And anyway, I might have to cut this out so she can hear it. Anyhow, so Keith, what's been entertaining you lately?
Well,
wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Elle and Brent. Did I cut y'all off too early? Is there anything else?
No.
Okay,
No,
Keith, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Well, there are 3 movies in particular that I'd like to share. 2 of which, Jay, you were one that had informed me of and said you got to watch this. One was If, again, for the family, Imaginary Friend. I finally saw that,
cute.
and adorable. I mean, what
cute.
a cute story. Love the animation, the characters.
Yeah.
Really cool story. It was heartwarming. Yeah.
Really sweet.
Yeah. Another really good recommendation on your part. The other 2 movies are very
I know what one is. Go ahead.
One was one that came out in 2015, and this one was recommended. I've heard a lot of buzz about it, even still today, because there's different versions of it. This is Hell House, LLC. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
Man, I was so impressed with this one. This one was really good.
So much
I didn't
fun.
expect it. Yeah.
What? And did you find yourself Googling everything about it?
Oh yeah.
Right?
I was like, I
Right,
wanna
you
know
go
more
down that
about
rabbit
this.
hole when you watch this movie.
Right. After finishing, I'm like, I want to see the other ones now, because this one was done
they're
really
good.
well.
They're
creepy. There's some really creepy jump scares in this one too, which I'm not always a fan of jump scares, but when it's done well, like it is here, it's perfect.
Or Exorcist 3 has a really good jump scare.
Right. The other one, it's a little. I've seen some people talk really good about this one too, and others not so much. This is one that you also recommended, Jay. It's In a Violent Nature.
Oh yeah.
I was expecting something completely different.
So I was too.
When my siblings came to visit, they both love horror movies too. And Mandy, my sister, was
I clicked on that.
You gotta watch this. This is so good. This is another horror movies pushing. It's different.
It is different.
My brother Clayton said, it's just a guy walking through the woods all the time. I was like, okay, like wait, what? That's the story?
That's the thing. You are looking through the killer's eyes the whole time.
And see, that's why I liked it so much, because it takes horror movies and looks at it from a different perspective. Whenever is a slasher movie, are you constantly looking through the eyes, or it's not first person, it's third person. You see him walking through and you can see what he's thinking. And again, I think what makes this movie stand out, other than that, of course, is the creativity with which he kills others. It is.
That's also part of it. You got to be a horror movie fan to like this movie. I mean,
no doubt. I would not recommend this to anyone. It's not an entry-level horror movie, that's for sure. Right. Stay out of the woods. Yeah. The ending, though, I'm not going to make any spoilers because we're not covering it. But there was a part where, like, okay, what's going to happen next? I'm predicting what's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, the credits start to roll up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I guess that's it. Okay.
It's like The Birds. It's like, what? It just ended? That's how it ends?
Right? No closure, but
I need closure.
Well, and that's one of my complaints about a lot of recent movies.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it's like they run out of things to say, and so they just end. And I'm like, you didn't Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sometimes I see it as a really cool artistic statement, and then other times I see it as just a cheap way out of not finishing.
Right. That's right.
We didn't
It
finish
depends on the movie.
Right.
Yeah, it's like we didn't finish the script in time, and so we're just gonna end it here.
Did nobody learn from the final episode of The Sopranos?
See, The Sopranos, when The Sopranos ended, I thought of the birds. I'm like, it's just like the birds.
How did you Luckian? This doesn't make any sense.
But it makes you it makes you think that, okay, the show is ending or the movie's ending, but the story is not ending.
Yeah.
The story is going to keep, and also, I mean, I know they didn't do this on purpose with the birds, but I think sometimes they do this to think, well, you know what? There's a possibility we could continue this story maybe later.
Oh, right,
you know?
right.
Yeah.
Like,
but for the birds, he just did it on purpose, and it was just like, what?
Enough already. Enough already.
No,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of shows. They unend them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the possibility of a spin-off or a sequel or.
And I think that is a great term. They unend them. I think that's really good.
I like that. Yeah,
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Just in case it does well at the box office, they want to leave the opportunity to make a little more money off of it. Gotcha.
Capitalism, yeah.
Right. At its best.
Let's face it. It is. You know, show business.
Right. Well, and so I'm going to segue into the new Deadpool because
I can't wait to see it.
Because Wolverine died.
Yeah, but it's a different universe.
Exactly, and that's what I'm leaning into is that this is a different universe.
Yeah.
It's a different Marvel verse, and so now he's like, oh, I can't wait to watch it.
I can't wait to see it. Those two look like they are having the best time together.
I'm sure they were. I'm sure.
They just every clip I see is like you two are having so much fun. I just
They're best friends in real life,
which I love.
Oh, that's cool too.
And they were on an episode of Hot Ones, which is the Halloween, where what's his name, Sean Evans interviews them as they're eating hot wings.
Oh yes.
Like different spiciness, different hotness. It is hilarious. It is truly one of the funniest.
Okay. Have y'all seen oh god, and now I'm gonna blank out on her name, of course. I can see her plain as day. She was in Bridesmaids. She's hilarious. She was on Saturday Night Live.
Maya Rudolph.
Not Maya Rudolph.
Oh, yes.
Maya Rudolph, yes. Okay. Have you seen her play Beyonce act as Beyonce on Saturday Night Live on the Hot Wings show?
No.
Have y'all seen that skit? Oh my god.
No, that one's really good.
I have not.
She's done it twice now. And she's like, this is the only thing I didn't slay at, so I'm back to slay. And she's like, oh, this is okay, but it's not enough caliente for this Texan.
Wow. She touches that girl. Everything she touches is magic.
Oh my God. Did y'all see when she was, Maya Rudolph was the guest host this year on Saturday Night Live for the weekend of Mother's Day. And she opened the show with a song called I'm Your Mother.
Yeah.
I'm Your Mother. And she killed it. It was freaking hilarious. Y'all got to see it. I'm Your Mother. And I mean, it was a huge production number. Dancers, costume. It was gorgeous. It was awesome. And it was hilarious. It's so good. Y'all got to check it out.
She is mother. Like that is the only way to.
Right. She's our mother.
I sent Joy a video on Insta yesterday where she was singing a song called I Love My Body.
Yes. Oh my God. That's been all over the gay sites. Trust me, on Facebook and Instagram and everything. It's been everywhere, honey. It's been everywhere. It's killer. It is killer. And she sells it. She's just there. I love her. And her mother was a famous singer who sang. Her mother was who sang "Loving You." Minnie Riperton. Minnie Riperton is her name, and that is Maya Rudolph's mother. Yes. Oh, wow. Y'all didn't know that? Yeah. Man, if you hear the song, it's this song where she goes, "Ah." Yeah, no one can imitate it because no one can imitate it because her voice went so high and so beautifully. It was like nobody can do it, but
Not like mine.
check out, definitely not like mine, definitely not me. But look, Minnie Riperton, Loving You, look it up. That's Maya Rudolph's mom. So that's where she gets her musical talent from, but her comedic talent is hers alone. She is something else. She's just amazing. I really don't have. You'd think I would have a lot of new things to talk about for what I've been watching lately, but I've just had a lot of stuff going on. But I've already talked about the Olympics opening ceremony with Gaga and Celine Dion. That just I bawled my eyes out. Just amazing. I do have to talk about a game that y'all have to come over and play sometime. I got a new game called Poorly Explained Movies.
What?
Oh, fun. Oh, that sounds like fun.
What is, tell us.
It's so funny. You pull up a card and it has a really bad explanation of the plot of a movie, and whoever guesses it gets that point.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Okay.
the way it was advertised on Facebook was, when your mom tries to tell you about a movie, but she can't remember the name and she's not really good about telling you what happened in it.
This is exactly it. Nice.
We'll zoom you in for it, Keith.
Oh,
my
thank
God.
you.
Oh,
I miss
my
game
God.
night. Thank you.
Oh, buddy,
Just
anytime you're here, you
hold
gotta
the
come
card
to
right
game night.
there.
Yeah.
Brent will
of
be your
course.
proxy.
But I'm telling you, these things are. I'm not going to get into details on it because it'd be like a commercial. But I'm telling you, we had the most fun laughing at this stuff, and it's like, oh my God, just had the best time laughing at this.
What's the genre? Like
huh?
is it every genre, like ever, or a film?
Everything. I mean, everything. I mean,
Wow.
we're talking about movies from the 30s, movies from the 90s, movies from the 2000s. It describes it's really fun. It's really fun.
How cool would it be as like a game creator, like sitting around the round table and everyone's trying to like write these different like quick 1 to 2 sentence synopsis of like a poorly
Oh God, y'all!
described
I got it.
movie?
Okay,
Sounds like fun.
we're gonna have to get into this. Okay, because this is so poorly explained movies. A game. From the worst descriptions humanly possible, it says.
Yes.
Gonna go.
Happening right now. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna give you just a real quick hint here. Okay. A demoted cop saves a small town from a mass murder. Hint, there's a swan. The movie is Hot Fuzz. Do y'all know Hot Fuzz?
Wow.
Okay. A girl's new boyfriend kills off her classmates.
Say it again.
Nice try. She plays croquet.
Harry?
Wait.
No,
Wait, do it again.
Okay. A girl's new boyfriend kills off her classmates. Hint, she plays croquet.
Fear?
Heathers.
Heathers. That's what
Heathers. Yes.
I said.
Heathers. Oh yeah. Okay.
Everything like early 90s.
Yes. Yeah, y'all, it's so much fun. Oh, here. A single father loses his son, but finds him at the dentist.
Finding Nemo.
Yes, very good.
Oh, good one, Brent.
Anyway, I'm
Good.
telling you, I didn't mean to make a commercial, but I'm telling you all, this
That
game
sounds
is
like fun.
And what's
Sounds
fun about it is it's a very casual game. Is some of these games that I love games. We love game night here, but some of these games, the rules are so detailed, and the scoring is like, oh, you gotta get it right.
Yeah, keep
This
it
one is
simple.
this one's so casual and fun. Okay, the only other thing I want to talk about is I can't believe this, Keith. I can't believe this. Our next episode will be in our 8th year of doing this podcast.
Wow,
It's going to be our 8th
okay.
anniversary.
Wow, 8 years, huh?
I can't believe it. And Paul Costava, our good friend Paul, he was my co-host for the first 2 years. But Keith, you've been here for the whole time.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
You've been here the whole time.
I still remember Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh,
that very
yes!
first one I
Yes,
joined. Classic.
So I'm just so thrilled to be able to still be here and having this fun time. And
Likewise.
it cracks me up.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, so how much money do you make from your podcast? And I'm like,
Oh wait,
Zero.
Good answer, Jay. You keep telling them 0. Okay, they don't need to know.
Oh yeah, they don't even know how rich we're getting, right? Ha ha ha. Our 5 listeners, whatever.
We are trending in South America. No, actually.
Wait, Joy, I'm sorry. When he talks, I can't hear you. What'd you say, Joy?
There's no price on joy, and you're giving.
Aw.
I love that.
Aww.
She's so right. She's so right. We don't do this for all that hoopla. We do it because we just love it.
I get to hang out with my friend every 2 weeks.
Right. Right. That sounds like a great time. That's what it's all about.
I'm sure that both of your listeners are very, very grateful for you.
Well, we have.
So you know, I'm the third.
Yay!
Hey, growing all the time.
We're rising. We're growing.
Yeah, right.
I do get messages once in a while. You know, let's face it, folks. The world of podcasting now, unless you're famous, because there are literally over 1 million podcasts out there now. There's literally over 1 million podcasts.
Mhm.
Unless you're famous, you're not going to get a whole lot of extra people nowadays, you know?
Right.
That's fine. We're having fun. That's all I care about. Okay,
That's all
speaking of
that
having
matters.
fun, let's move on to our movie, okay? We've got a movie from 1960. Yes. The year I was born. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
The year I was born. The same year that Psycho came out.
Oh, I remember that well. Yes.
And that's why Elle and Brent are here.
Elle and
We
Brent
talked about
are here,
Psycho
yeah.
together. Yes. Okay, so folks, let's talk about the 1960 film Peeping Tom.
Look out! Look out! Look out! Take care. You are being watched. We repeat, take care, for you are now alone with a killer. We warn you, don't let him see the fear in your eyes. For this is what he seeks, and this is why he kills.
Where are you? Where are you?
Look out for Carl Byrne as the Peeping Tom. Fear him, but pity him also.
It's so good.
Watch out for Moira Shearer as the lovely stand-in who innocently dances into danger.
Imagine someone coming towards you who wants to kill you, regardless of consequences.
A madman?
Yes.
Wait!
Anna Massey is the girl who falls victim to the charms of the lonely stranger upstairs.
Switch it off, Mark! Mark, switch it off!
Maxine Audley as the blind woman who senses the danger that threatens her and her daughter, but is helpless.
Don't be frightened.
Not frightened. Hot. So put that camera away!
There is no future for anyone who tries to befriend him. He invades the privacy of innocent people till the piercing eyes of his camera meet the terrified eyes of his victims. And with a compulsion akin to madness, he shoots the final, fearful scene.
The movie is Peeping Tom from 1960, directed by Michael Powell. Okay, Michael Powell, at this point, was a very, very famous director. In 1945, he did The Red Shoes, which starred Moira Shearer, she's also in this movie. And do you like that too, Joy? I see you reacting. Yes.
I cannot believe that. So she must have been his muse.
And look how, this is 15 years after The Red Shoes, and look at her dancing and looking so incredible.
Amazing. Also, one thing I commented to Brent, I was like, I'm sorry. Her entire waist is the size of one of my thighs.
Yes.
That woman, I could do a whole podcast just talking about how much I love Moira Shearer, but anyway. But Michael Powell was a very famous director in Britain. He had also done, he'd done several, I'm blanking out now. I don't have the names here, but he did several amazing films. The stars of this movie, the main star, the main character is played by Karl-Heinz Boehm, he went by the name Karl Boehm back then. He was in the Wonderful World of the Brothers Grimm in '72. He was a British actor, though. He was not known in America. He was known in Britain. This is very much a British film.
Okay.
Anna Massey, who is the other redhead in this movie. I love Anna Massey so much. She was in Frenzy, 1972. That's an Alfred Hitchcock movie. She was in The Importance of Being Earnest in 2002. She is in this. Oh, Keith, she's in this incredible anthology film from the Hammer Horror series in Britain from 1973 called The Vault of Horror. She was so good in that. I love her so much. She was also in the Absolutely Fabulous. I'm sorry. She was in French and Saunders. She guest on the French and Saunders comedy series. French and Saunders were the ones who created Absolutely Fabulous. If you know Absolutely Fabulous, it's another British thing. I'm getting all into British. I'm going down a British rabbit hole here. Sorry. And then, of course, Mara Shearer, who we always said was in The Red Shoes in 1948. I'm sorry, not 1945, 1948. No, give me a break. 3 years. Okay.
All right.
She was amazing in that. She was amazing in this. I love this summary. I love these IMDb summaries because they're just so brief and ridiculously lacking in text. A young man murders women using a movie camera to film their dying expressions of terror. Boom.
Hey, it's pretty spot on. Nailed it right there.
If you got to do it in one sentence, I guess.
Hey, that's it. That's the one.
I guess you did it. Okay. Before we get going, Elle and Brent, you were on when we talked about Psycho. Psycho came out the same year this movie came out. Okay, there's some major differences. First of all, even though nobody made black and white movies anymore, Hitchcock decided to make Psycho in black and white because he did not want to worry about the blood and also the money.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He wanted to show that because he saw other people making cheap horror movies and making money. He's like, I can make a cheap horror movie and make a lot more money than you. That's what he did with Psycho. So he black and white, but also so there was no bloodiness and no, you didn't see any of that. Okay. This movie is brilliantly colorized. It is in beautiful color. Okay. Another thing. Hitchcock and Michael Powell were both British, and Hitchcock made his beginning of his career in Britain, but he moved to America. Okay. When you bring out a film in America about murder, I think you're going to have a lot better chance of it being successful than if you bring out a film in Britain about murder. They're just they're more conservative there. And the fact that it was in color and it was just so brilliant. I mean, the colors were just like, wow. Even though it's not bloody, it's not a bloody movie, which they didn't do that back then, really. Well, not at this point, not in 1960.
Right.
But what's crazy is Hitchcock, when Psycho came out, that was his biggest movie ever in his whole career. When this movie came out, Michael Powell was an incredibly famous and successful director, and this movie killed his career.
It just finished it.
It
really? What was it a lot different than everything that he had done?
Offended. People were mortally offended by this movie. They were just thought it was horrible. Well, look, Keith.
Undertone because of the fact that, in my opinion, it turned the camera on us. If somebody that is right, if somebody a lawyer is painted as a psychopathic serial killer, well, who's to say that we're sitting here watching the same thing?
We're sitting here watching what he's watching, and we paid money to come look at what he's doing.
Oh,
it offended people because of that, and I think
it made them the
yes.
The Peeping Tom.
People felt like you're making me the killer, and whether they liked the movie or not, they didn't like that feeling.
Hitchcock didn't do that. Hitchcock gave it a mother.
Yes,
and was always the one that you could see through mother's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that was going down, even though it was Anthony Perkins' eyes. But yeah, so just And also with the color, I thought the first entry that we see of the color red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because when you see it, it is that red blanket that covers her dead body.
Yes.
And then you start seeing it picks up in women's hair and throughout which is
or her negligee.
Oh, there's a lot of like a red glow throughout different scenes as well. And I need to watch this again so I can really delve into it deeper and notice these things too.
I've got it on in the background right now on mute, and I'm looking at the huge red carpet in this one scene that is just like, it's like it just draws your eyes straight to it. You just can't.
So it's almost like using blood in a more creative way without showing it at all.
Without showing blood.
Yeah. Okay.
What made him a pretty brilliant director, because he was, I think,
the red shoes.
Red shoes. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
And whether that meant fame, whether that meant sex, whether that meant, whatever, like
blood,
blood, murder. He couldn't do it as well as Hitchcock, in my opinion, but he found a way to get it in.
I thought his use of color was brilliant in this movie. I really did. I think he was a very brilliant director who was probably ahead of his time and didn't realize. I don't think he had any idea the impact that this film was going to have on his career. I really don't. I don't think he realized what it was going to do. But I hope that before he passed away, I hope he realized that people respected it more. People have come to respect this film now.
Well, I think it's interesting because I think films then, I think there are, a handful of directors now that also really pay attention to this, that everything he did was on purpose.
Yes.
And
purposeful.
There's movies out now that are just fluff, and sure, they're entertaining.
Yeah.
But like, look at Tarantino movies. Every single piece of his movies are on purpose. There is nothing that is just accidental.
Nothing happened on accident. Nothing was like, oh, look what happened. No, everything was planned. Everything was intentional.
He has a lot of, like, Tarantino is famous for having a lot of improv in his movies.
Yeah, but he only uses what works. He only uses what works. We could do a whole podcast on Tarantino. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm in for that. I'm totally.
Yeah, sign me up.
That would be like 4 hours long.
All right.
We'll break it down into chapters. It's okay.
Also said that Elle has met him and hung out with him for an entire night at a party.
Are you serious?
Way. Wow.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
You have to hear this story, but another time.
No, tell it. I don't care. Tell it.
So Cliff Notes version is that I managed Alamo Drafthouse for 6 years.
I know that.
And we hosted Tarantino Fest.
Yeah.
And there was one evening that he was in the booth, like and I was running projection, and I was running it reel to reel.
Yeah, baby.
Like, if people don't know what reel to reel is, it's like sections of the movie on two different projectors. And when you start one,
you got to match it up the timing wise with the.
You have to match it up, and there's a cigarette burn. That's what they call it.
Yes. And famous in the movie Fight Game. I mean, Fight. Yes.
Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club. Sorry, Fight Club.
Splicing movies.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so that was part of my job at Alamo. And so I
love it. That's cool.
And you see one cigarette burn and you start the second projector. You see the next cigarette burn and then you open the lens.
The lens so it can project.
And so then the idea is that it runs flawlessly.
It's choreography.
But if you don't do it correctly, you will burn the film.
Yes.
And so Tarantino Fest, he would bring these films in, and these are classic films, like mostly horror.
Treasures.
Yes. And so I was so paranoid about doing this right for him. And he is in the booth.
Oh, what pressure.
God.
I was getting a contact high. And I was like, Quentin, you gotta leave the booth. I'm like, you're making me nervous, man.
Yeah. The pressure's too much. I can't deal with it.
Something that smells horrible.
We'll go with patchouli.
We'll go with patchouli.
So finally, at the end of the night, one of the other managers and we were still there cleaning up and, doing checkouts and everything. And he's like, hey guys, we're going back to the Omni to my suite if y'all want to come hang out. And we were like, okay.
Yeah.
And so
I would be terrified.
I know.
Oh no, it was so much fun. And there were like maybe 5 of us total that went to the Omni with him, went up to his suite.
Wow.
We're all sitting cross-legged on the floor in the kitchen.
Yes.
With Quentin fucking Tarantino.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And the producer of Something About Mary.
Oh, shut up.
Awesome.
The radio on and
Braggart.
And Buttercup came on.
Braggadocio.
And no, but it's hilarious because Fill Me Up Buttercup came on and I was like, oh my God, can we change the station? I cannot hear the song. And the guy sitting next to me, I had no idea who he was. And he goes, why? And I was like, it's from Something About Mary. And he goes, I produced that film.
Oh shit.
And I look at him and I'm like, cool. We showed that for 8 weeks, sold out shows.
Yeah.
3 times a night.
Yeah.
I can recite the entire movie, and I have heard this song roughly 77 times.
Oh my gosh.
So I cannot listen to it.
I love it. It's not because I'm emotional. I'm sick of it. Okay.
Anyway,
Girl, that is the best story. Oh my God, that's such a fun story. Oh my God, thank you for sharing that. I'm so glad we went there. That's so fun. We haven't even gotten to the movie yet. This is hilarious. Oh, I'm having such a terrible time talking to y'all. Okay. Okay, so let's spoil this movie like we always do. In London, Mark Lewis, our main character, he meets Dora, a prostitute, and filming her with a camera hidden under his coat. But she can tell something's going on. She's like, yeah, I see that, whatever. It's going to cost you 20 quid, whatever. She's like, yeah, whatever. So shown from the point of view of the camera viewfinder, he follows the woman into her flat. Then he murders her and later watches the film in his personal dark room, this back room that he's converted so he can develop his films without getting caught. So nobody else knows he's doing this, of course. The following morning, he films the police's removal of her corpse from her home, acting like, oh, I'm a reporter. I'm just, like following up on, what happened here, what I did here. Anyway. He's also a member of a film crew who aspires to become a filmmaker himself. He works part-time photographing soft porn pinup pictures of women sold under the counter. We kind of talked about this a little bit before. He's very introverted. He's very shy. He's very reclusive. He's not outgoing. And it cracks me up how many people in this movie are outgoing to him and try to pull him in.
Yeah. He's also got the super innocent look to him too.
Yes.
This like boyish kind of good looks. But he's very passive and shy.
Keith, I love that you see that. He is this shy young man who like who most people would be like, oh, this sweet little guy. Oh, let's just be,
Right.
You have no idea what's hiding under that.
Yeah, but also hearkening back to we become frozen very often in those stages in our lives when it does take place. And I think that's to the boyish character. They had
see
to that had that.
Yeah.
That's something, but you don't see it right away though. You don't see that right away. It's like, okay, something weird. I mean, we know automatically that he's the bad guy, right? I mean, you knew that, right? Seeing this. Okay, first of all, let me ask. I forgot to ask. Have y'all ever heard of this movie before?
I've seen this movie before.
Okay, I'm not surprised you've seen it before.
I had not either.
16, and I thought it was like the best because I thought I was watching something naughty.
You were
exactly.
I was a lawyer at 16. Thank you, Elle.
I mean, when I saw this, probably when I was about 16, but it was a lot longer before you were 16. But
We watched it on like everything came on American Movie Classics, remember? And it
Well,
had,
honey, when I was 16, they didn't have American Movie Classics.
Remember back in the day, Jay? So many years ago.
Hey, this is pre-cable, honey. This is pre-cable. A friend of mine got a VHS of this movie. Found a VHS, and he said, "You've got to see." This is the same friend who showed me Dawn of the Dead the first time. That I was like,
Cool,
"Oh
okay.
my god!" Yeah. It was like, "What?" I mean, the original. It was like, "What?"
Wow.
So this guy shows me this movie, and I'm like, "This came out the same year as Psycho." It seemed so 80s to me.
Yeah.
You know, it seems so 80s. It's like, no wonder people were freaked out about this. I don't think people were ready for this yet. You know? Yeah. So Elle and Brent, have y'all heard of this movie before? Or?
I hadn't.
No.
Most people have. Most people that I talk to have not heard. Even horror fans, even big horror fans are like, "What? I've never heard of this."
Right.
It's apparently more obscure than I realized.
well, it wasn't considered a horror, if I may.
Yeah.
Was it more of a thriller, but almost on the erotica side?
Psychological thriller.
It was absolutely psychological.
See, you can say that, but also, is Silence of the Lambs a horror movie?
Excellent point, Jay.
Yeah, great point.
Excellent.
That
point.
man killed women and wore their skin. That's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
It's
know?
pretty horrific.
So people discuss this, and I'm just bringing this up just to discuss it because I think it's interesting how we try to categorize movies. We try to put them in slots and label them and stuff, and it's like, you know, sometimes you just can't put one label on a movie.
I think some of the better movies are like that, where they kind of bridge between two or more different genres, and when it's done well, it
Long
is
Legs,
legendary.
Long Legs. Crazy movie.
Haven't seen either.
Oh my god, y'all. Oh.
Is it similar in the fact that it's like about a killer, but it's not your typical horror?
I would say Silence of the Lambs and Seven.
Okay.
But also there's this kind of a supernatural thing going on that is not in those other movies. It's that's a whole nother podcast. Okay. Okay, so so this guy is shy and he's very reclusive young man. He lives in this house that his father owns. So he owns the house, but the people that live in this huge house that are renting from him don't know that he's the owner. They just think he's another renter. And he acts like he's just another tenant. Well, Helen Stevens, who I love that actress, the woman who lives with her blind mother. She befriends him just basically out of curiosity. She discovers him. He's spying on her 21st birthday party. She's turning 21. He's spying through the window. She's like, "That's our neighbor." She's like, "Oh, I should invite him in." Okay, red flag, honey. He's looking through the window.
Right. They're like they all blow it off like, "Oh, how cute. Hey, buddy." And like the whole party turns and looks at him.
Also, red again.
Thank you.
Red again. Thank you.
And he's, you know, this guy, like, he's not unattractive.
Oh no, he's cute. He's cute.
I said he looks like William Shatner.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I love it. Not William Shatner, but William Shatner.
Well, the thing is too, like if you see
that's good. That was
you
good.
See a handsome looking guy peeping through the window, you're like, "Oh, hey."
Yeah, if I were a
guy,
if I were
call the cops.
Yeah,
call the cops. Right,
Keith, you're so right. If I were young, I'd be like, "Hey, at this age, I'm like, get the fuck out of here."
The door's around. Let me open the window for you. Come on in.
So one thing I wanted to bring up, the first scene when he's filming, to me, you know, I'm prior military, it looks exactly like a crosshair.
Oh, dude, that was on purpose. That is on purpose because, you know, they designed camera viewers. I don't know what to call them, the view holes, whatever. That sounds nasty for some reason.
The view hole. How appropriate for a Peeping Tom, right?
Camera side of the lens.
But the viewer that they look for, it does look like you're shooting somebody, you know, on a target. And that's exactly what he meant to do. I mean, that was totally purposeful. That was totally purposeful. Yeah, on purpose. His father, okay, this is wild. This is wild. Okay. He reveals through Helen, through all these home films taken by his father when he was a kid, that as a child, he was used as a guinea pig for his father's psychological experiments on fear and the nervous system. Okay, here's something really interesting that you may not know about this movie. Those old films of him as a little boy, okay, the man playing the father is the director, Michael Powell, and the kid is Michael Powell's kid.
I read that.
God, that's amazing.
And what's really funny is everybody talks about how traumatizing those scenes are, and Michael Powell's son is like, that is the most fun I ever had in my whole life.
I know. I know. And I was like, wait, somebody's gonna dump a lizard on me? Like, please. I know.
He to this day says that's the most fun I ever had in my whole life. People are like, weren't you traumatized? I'm like, how can you be traumatized when you're having that much fun? He loved every minute. He's like, yeah, the lizard. Yeah, bring it, daddy. Okay, whatever.
I love that.
I just think it's so cool that he was having a blast. Everybody thinks he's like terrified. And he's like, I was faking it. I was acting. Can't y'all see acting? You know?
So there's this moment whenever Mark brings Helen down that first time, and he's choosing which reel to pull.
Yes.
And the first one that he was about to pull, was it the one of him killing the woman? And then he puts it back thinking,
like,
she's not quite ready for that yet. Okay. Which I thought, okay, he's going to bring a wholesome, but all of his films are kind of off.
I've had dates like that. It's like, oh no, we're not going to show this movie. We'll show this movie.
He just met Helen, and all of a sudden he's like, hey, here's something weird about me. Check this out. Like, oh, that's a risky move, buddy, but it somehow paid off. And I don't know how he did it.
Serial killer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I tell you, you never know what's going to work. Even after years, I was just telling my sister about this the other day. Rick, I went to see Cocaine Bear. Okay. I thought it was hilarious. I come home, I'm like, Rick, you got to see this movie. I put it on. 10 minutes in, he's like, why the fuck did you think I would want to watch that?
What do you think of me? I'm offended.
It's so bloody. Why are you making me watch this? I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I forgot you didn't like blood. Okay.
It was so terribly good, though.
It was hysterical, but I forgot. I'm so inured to bloodiness and goriness after all these years of horror movies. It just doesn't even affect me anymore. Nothing scares me anymore. Nothing. Or I should say very few things.
Okay,
some things
sounds like a challenge.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, right. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done House of 1,000 Corpses yet on this guy. Have we even gone through the Rob Zombie films yet? Come on.
Oh, honey, don't get me started on Rob Zombie. I love House of 1,000 Corpses, but I do not like his Halloween movies. I'm sorry, I do not like them. Nope, don't like them. I think, okay, Sherry needs to get out of his movies.
We're not. Okay, he's not.
I think she gets more. She's not great, but I think she gets more flack than
the scene in Halloween 2 where she's standing by the horse, and I know nobody listening can see this, but y'all can see me. She's standing by the horse in his imagination, and she goes. I'm like, this is not acting. This is just stupid.
but that's also the same thing as Bruce Willis's Horse Eye, where truly in every film, like all the Die Hard films, there's one point where he goes.
The side eye thing. Okay, good luck.
People really need to see this.
Oh my God, you looked exactly like him. That's funny.
Oh my God. Oh, that was so amazing.
Oh my God, that's too funny. Okay, so we find out that he was used as a guinea pig for his father's psychological experiments. And then he would study his son's reaction to all this stimuli, like the lizard we talked about. And also, as he sat with his mother on his deathbed, and we see this also. And it goes from silly to, oh my God, what the hell is he doing?
Well, and Helen's wondering that too. She's like, "Why are you showing me this?" And then she's, turn it off," but she can't stop watching. She doesn't like make him turn it off because she is compelled.
Which goes back into the voyeurism thing.
Well, and it's like watching a train wreck. You just can't look away.
Exactly. And he likes watching her watch it too. Which
See, that's what's creepy. That's what's really getting me creeped out right now.
Right.
He's enjoying her seeing. It's like, yeah, do you see what's happening to me? Do you like this? And I'm like, okay, that's what makes me. That's a big red flag right there.
Right.
Oh, and then, and as he's watching her, he's like, "Oh, is this scaring you?"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And liking it.
Yeah,
that's right.
And liking it.
Oh, that's the driving force there. Is he likes to make other people feel scared or uneasy.
And don't you think that people got upset about this movie because they related to him and didn't like what was happening to him?
Yes,
I think
they did.
I think they related to both. I mean, I think everyone was like, "Oh, I can see myself in these different characters."
Yeah.
And it does not make me feel good.
And especially considering his profession is one that is a million years old, if you will, that everybody at the time, even I thought it was interesting, the man who comes into the porn shop or the whatever it's called, who also was in one of the original Christmas carols with an amazing original. But anyway,
is that right?
I can't think of it right now, but yes, you're right. You're right, Joy. You're right. I can't think of it right now, but you're right. Yes.
Yeah, he played Old Joe, one of the Alastair Sims in the original.
Yes. Yes.
There we go. But what I thought was interesting,
my favorite,
he represented everything that is normal. He was not at the time, he was not in a minority class. He looked like he dressed appropriately. He looked
a white man, a straight white man, you know.
And yet he still had to cover up what he was doing with the Times newspaper.
No, it was educational materials.
I love. Okay, y'all can't see it, but Brent is using quotation marks around that educational materials.
That angered me so much because we don't see ourselves as the main character voyeur.
We don't want to.
Right.
We're sitting here watching the same thing.
Yeah.
We're literally sitting here, and it absolutely ties into the pornography industry in so many different ways, where so many people are in the shadows. They're in the shadows, and at the very least, you know, Mark was at least doing it in public. You know, I mean, he was. You gotta hand it to him. You know?
He was kind of. I'm going to use the quote marks again. Kind of being opened. I'm using Brent's quotes.
The fear is what excited him because he saw his father. He learned that from his his father wasn't excited by that.
Yeah,
but that was so sick. But I think you learn. You know, you learn from your cultural and societal surroundings.
You're molded from it.
Yeah, that's what he learned.
And you can learn good or bad things. Let's just say it. You can learn good, you can learn bad. What, you know, as a teacher, I know this.
Exactly.
So Mark arranges with Vivian. That's, oh my God, that's my friend from the Red Shoes.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. She's a stand-in at the studio to make a film after the set is closed. Okay, that whole scene with her dancing, you know, as a former dancer, I always have to rewind that and watch it again because she is so damn good. She's just
follows through every movement.
She is so damn good, and we're talking about Mara Shearer.
Moira,
I think it's Moira Shearer, Moira, Moira Shearer. I hope, Miss Shearer, I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. I'm sorry. I respect you very much. Keith, we're gonna have to do the Red Shoes someday.
Okay.
This director did it, and she's the star of it, and she is the most amazing ballet dancer. Her technique is, as a former dancer, I can tell you, her technique is brilliant.
But it also will give you nightmares. It also is the creepiest film you will ever see, which plays into this perfectly. He's
You
crazy.
talking about the red shoes?
Oh my God. It gave me so many nightmares.
Really?
Well, that was the entire premise. Sorry, I see things very differently.
No. I don't. We're not going to spoil it, but it does have a dark premise. We'll just say that, okay?
It's the original Black Swan. I mean, if you actually think about it, but yeah.
The original what?
Black Swan.
Black Swan in my.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Away from his desk. Oh,
damn. Why did how the hell did I never see that?
I might not have seen it as a child.
How the hell did I never see that? Oh my God. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed I didn't make that. Why didn't I make that connection? They're so obvious now. I look at it, I'm like, what the hell?
That is absolutely what's happening. And everybody thinks the Black Swan is so monumental and, different and unique. And I'm like, did anybody see the red shoes? Oh my God. Next podcast, Jay. Next podcast.
Okay, next podcast. I have to say that about the Black Swan. I'm such an idiot. I recommended it to my parents.
Oh God.
Oh God.
And my mother's like, well, we thought it was good, but the sex stuff. I'm like, oh shit, Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't think about the sex scenes, Mom. Sorry, I didn't think about that. I just thought
a lot in this podcast
because we love her.
We love her, and it's a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My mom may not want to hear this podcast. I'll never forget. I told her and Dad to go see it. They went to see it and they were like, well, we thought it was good, Jay, but there was a lot of sex stuff that we weren't expecting.
To the psychosis of the star. So let's.
Yeah. I know, but you have to, my parents were already in their 80s when this came out. That was, you have to imagine.
Know your audience, Jay.
Yeah. I tend to forget that apparently. Okay, well, he films this scene with Martucci and he kills her. Okay, so the police link 2 murders and notice that each victim died with a look of utter terror on their face. Okay, that's a weird connection, but
yeah.
I think anybody being murdered is going to have a look of terror on their face.
Right. Yeah, true.
But go ahead.
You thought that was you thought that was not important.
I think anybody being murdered is going to have a look of terror on their face.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, but what I love is that they're like, no, these were like very exact, precise, and similar looks of terror.
Yeah, that was purpose. He wanted that specific look. Okay, interesting.
And their focus was right ahead, into the mirror on that camera.
Mm-hmm.
And they interview everybody who's on the set, including Mark, who always keeps his camera running. And he said, I'm just making a documentary, which you have to remember, back in 1960, the word documentary was kind of new.
I was wondering that.
Yeah.
What then?
Because a lot of people would look at him like, huh? The reason I look at him like that is because the word documentary wasn't known back then. You know what I mean? It wasn't, people are like, what? What? So
I didn't know why they were confused by that, but I kept wondering that. Yeah, because that's true. That was later.
Oh yeah. I mean, think about it, y'all. This is 1960. I mean, I was born that year. Okay. So this is so many years ago, and people are like, a what? A what? What do you? You're gonna dock me for what? I don't understand. Yeah. Okay. So Helen goes out to dinner with Mark, and she persuades him to leave his camera behind just for once. And he's actually all of a sudden he's like, oh, I don't have a weapon. I'm just like myself, and I'm okay, and I'm a regular person now. It's really weird to me scene where he doesn't have his camera anymore, and suddenly he is forced to represent himself without the camera
for the first time.
Yeah,
it's like having a dream that you're naked in front of an auditorium.
Yeah. I love that. I love that analogy. That's so good, Elle. It's true. It's like he's naked, and it's like, here I am. This is now I have to just be me.
Right.
Yeah. And she gives him a quick little kiss, which is actually very cute. Excuse me. So her mother, the blind woman, Mrs. Stevens, she finds him peculiar. She's like,
Not a vibe.
Odd.
He is not a vibe for Mother.
I love the fact that the woman that can't see sees him.
Oh, right. Yeah. She's got extra sensory perception because she's got to rely on her other senses to make sense of what's going on.
I'm sorry, can we talk about Mother for a minute? I feel
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I do believe her to be the most pivotal character in the film.
And the smartest character.
Smartest character, most pivotal, because she is the antithesis.
Mm-hmm.
She can't see a damn thing. And
yes.
Being
Okay.
He sees the most.
Oh wow, that's deep. I like
that's
it.
joy.
Like it.
That's what I love about this movie. There is so much more going on in this movie than people realize at first.
It is, and I like this movie, but after this discussion, it's opened my eyes to so much deeper that this movie goes than I ever expected.
101, like the entire premise. That's what led me. I wanted to do more research as to the director's cut, because how did this man, how was he able to tell this story so incredibly well? And you think that so many directors had that. Well, you know, they say that Hitchcock was a bit of a psychopath. The treatment of his music, you know.
I think a lot of creative people are.
In a way. But Mother didn't need any of it. She was the only one that was true to herself in the entire film because she was blind. And it kind of breaks your heart because she cares about him. She cares about him. She's not just afraid of him. She
actually sees that there's a human being in there that's being tortured. That human being is tortured by something, but I see the human being. And that was what was sweet about her, I thought.
Okay.
Because how often do we do that? We immediately go to the negative.
No, we
I will judge you. And even with, I think it's only recently that people have even thought about serial killers who are famous as humans once they started making the Dahmer movies, the movies on Ted Bundy.
Oh my God, love them. But anyway.
I'm not excusing their actions, but let's understand why they did what they did.
How did they get where they were?
Right.
Yeah. There's always a reason.
Yeah.
So I loved her.
Ed Gein.
Oh, hands down. Yeah, absolutely.
Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer, all these guys. There's a reason they got to where they were.
Right.
And
a lot of it has to do with society. So
nobody saw them. She saw them. Now she could have done a bit more than said, "Go get help." But
that's true.
Also, at the time, Joy and I were talking about this earlier. Is like at the time, go get help was not like therapy wasn't a thing.
Hell no. That was shameful then.
Right.
It was shameful. That was like, you're so desperate that you have to do that, you poor thing.
Right.
It was shameful, and I'm so glad that the outlook on that has changed in this day and time. Thank God, it's getting better. But yeah, you're right. It was shameful then.
But so I think that in a way, she came in just a matter of 10 to 15 minutes, sort of took the dead mother's place and started him actually asking the questions of who am I without this?
Yes.
Actually get help, which broke my soul because it then led him to actually talking to this stupid, psychologist that they brought in that was that guy.
Oh yeah.
He tried to and it that guy was such an idiot.
But I don't,
he was.
At the time though, also I don't think that psychiatrists or psychologists really even knew the questions to ask.
That's true. I mean, there was Freud. literally.
Well, yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
it was, maybe Kinsey like was getting involved in some of the aspects, specifically psychosexual.
Well, even the field of psychology is relatively new when compared to other fields of study. Like
It actually is.
It hasn't been around for that long, and we haven't really had a lot of technology to study the brain in many different ways. But yeah, so it was in 1960. I'm sure it was in its infancy stage.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Freud was like still being considered like questionable then.
Right. Yeah.
And we all know now that he was probably dyslexic.
And he was onto a lot more than what people thought of at the time.
And Keith and I both know from being dyslexia specialists that dyslexic people are very intelligent.
Very creative, very artistic.
They are very intelligent and artistic and creative. Yes, absolutely.
So you're saying they're very serial killer like then, right? I'm putting the pieces together to make
all our students are killers.
They're all serial killers.
Can we give them a list? I just want to give them a list, okay?
Into at that time, neurodivergence was not a consideration.
No, it wasn't.
True. And I think that even brought out an element of that. He was definitely on the spectrum. Like there's no way around that, from being obviously intelligent, incredibly, almost painfully introverted.
Yeah.
And one thing that makes a difference.
Yeah.
And he focused on it. He couldn't stop focusing on that one thing. I mean, it's just, which kind of terrified me. But you get why Scorsese coupled this director with Fellini. And in the quote, like Scorsese actually says, he puts them in the same category, which shocked me. But I was like,
no, and it brings you to Taxi Driver. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's all about what is going on here.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I admire these people so much. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So back to the story. Miss Stevens is waiting inside Mark's flat after his evening out with her daughter, and he can't even wait till she leaves because his compulsion is so strong. He starts watching his latest snuff film, with him still in the room. God, it's like I've been drinking snuff film. I promise I haven't been drinking, but I'm just drunk on this conversation. Okay. So now she's sensing how emotionally disturbed he is. And she's like, we're going to move. But he's like, no, I'll never photograph or film your daughter, Helen. I will never film her. So then we get a psychiatrist to talk to Pauline. And he chats with Mark, and he's familiar with his father's work. The psychiatrist knows his father's work. The psychiatrist relates the details of the conversation to the police, knowing that Mark he's got his father's eyes. Red flag, another red flag.
Beautifully done.
Yeah. So Mark is tailed by the police to the newsagents, where he takes photographs of the pinup model Millie. Slightly later, it emerges that Mark has killed Millie before returning home. So Helen, who is curious about, we're getting to the end of the film here, so I'm just going to zoom here. Helen, who is curious about Mark's films, finally runs one of them. She becomes very upset and very frightened when he catches her watching them. She's like, what? This is what you've been doing? This is what you've been doing. That moment to me in this movie, her acting, Anna Massey, she's so good in this scene. It's like, in today's world, I would be saying, holy shit, who the fuck are you? Because when you see this and realize what he's been doing, what did y'all think?
Let me go first on this one. Like, the thing that got me is where he was like, he wouldn't look at her.
Yeah.
No?
Right.
Yeah.
You'll be safe if I don't see you frightened.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's almost like right. That's like blood to a vampire. Is
yes,
that, right?
yes,
You get,
yes.
as soon as I see it, I'm attracted to it. I can't help myself but hurt you.
Yeah.
And it is a true compulsion. That is an actual phobia, or fear of fear.
Yeah.
But it just so happened to turn him on at the same time, and that was the problem.
which is so weird. So he reveals that he makes these movies so he can capture the fear of the victims. He wants to see their fear. And I'm thinking to myself, he relates to that fear.
100%.
This is what I'm thinking. He wants to see it because he wants to see something he can relate to. He's mounted that round mirror on his camera so he can capture the reactions of his victims as they're literally watching themselves be killed on camera.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
Yeah, and then he points the tripod knife toward Helen's throat, but he's like, no, I'm not going to kill you. So the police arrive and Mark realizes he's cornered. And so as he planned from the very beginning, he kills himself on the knife with the camera running, providing the finale for his documentary.
Yeah.
Helen
but then who's going to put it together now? I mean, you got to find someone equally disturbed to put to edit it, put it all together. Okay.
Didn't even consider the
I don't.
legit-
I've got
Didn't think it
experience
through.
building reels, so I mean, if it's reel to reel, I can splice it together.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, right from the discussion earlier, Elle's gonna take it from here.
I was just going to say, in today's world, people would take this stuff, put it together, boom.
All right.
In 1960, I think it was just a fantasy for him. But he really did think, this is the end of my documentary, and that's how the movie ends, Just a little bit of background. The critical mauling and the public outcry about the film in Britain, especially in Britain, it was pulled from British cinemas after 5 days.
Wow.
Really?
It was only in the movies. It was in the theaters for 5 days.
That's ridiculous.
And they
Come
pulled
on.
it up.
In 1960, people weren't ready. People weren't ready.
They were not ready. People freaked out about. I already said this about Michael Powell being in the movie and using his son as the character, and of course later, of course, Powell's son is laughing about this. He's like, "Oh my God!" Like I said, he was having the best time of his life. It's like, that was the most fun I ever had in my life. I'm making a movie with my dad.
Here's my question. So people were up in arms about the fact that he used his son as this character, but what about another child actor? Like, they're not going to be up in arms about that. It's the same. It doesn't matter that he's his child.
Right. Yeah.
And if anything, it's better that he's his child because his child understands that his dad is a movie maker.
And we're faking this. This is not real. Yeah,
right.
This kid knows this is fake. We're having fun. We're just acting.
And I'm the parent. I give him consent to do this. Oh, problem solved.
And I'm not torturing my. Oh God,
it's not
it's
right.
ridiculous.
Threw a lizard in his bed. I
Down
mean,
the rabbit hole on that one.
Right.
Yeah. It's regarded as one of the first slasher films in horror movie history, along with Psycho. Although it was not the first horror movie to use the convention of seeing things from the killer's point of view, like in Scream 4, 2011. Hello. That technique had already been used in a movie called The Lodger in 1944 and a movie called Hangover Square in 1945. Two movies that starred Laird Krieger and were directed by John Bram. Now, I'm not familiar with those films, but I think I may have to check them out now because I want to find out about this history of this the POV killer. I want to see this in 19. Yeah, it's called The Lodger and Hangover Square.
Hangover Square.
I gotta check them out. The critics. The critics' responses, Derek Hill, a reviewer from the Tribune, suggested that the only real satisfactory way to dispose of Peeping Tom would be to shovel it up and flush it swiftly down the nearest sewer.
Wow. Strong.
Tell us how you really feel, okay?
Wow.
Len Mosley, writing for the Daily Express, said that the film was more nauseating and depressing than leper colonies of East Pakistan.
Okay, that's a stretch.
That is, yeah, I agree. That's a bit much.
Carolyn Lejeune of The Observer wrote, "It's a long time since the film disgusted me as much as Peeping Tom, ultimately deeming it a beastly film. However, Vincent Canby," I love Vincent Canby from the New York Times. I don't like the New York Times. I like him. This is in 1979. When Michael Powell's Peeping Tom was originally released in England in 1960, the critics rose up like a bunch of furious Reverend Davidsons to condemn it on all moral grounds. It stinks, one critic wrote. Another thought it should be flushed down the sewer, which I mentioned. I lost my place. Hang on. Flush down the sewer. A third dismayed it haughtily as perverted nonsense. There is nothing angrier than a critic when he can be safely outraged. I like that.
Hello, keyboard warriors.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. On the rediscovery of this movie, he said, I fear this tells us more about fads in film criticism than it does about art. Only someone madly obsessed with being the first to hail a new auteur, which is always a nice way of calling attention to oneself, could spend the time needed to find genius in the erratic works of Mr. Powell.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, naughty bitch. Okay.
Okay.
And all of that says to me, fear.
Yeah.
It bred fear in them.
They weren't ready to open their minds to that.
Let me tell you, in the modern world, and I didn't want to put them all here. In the modern world, there are so many critics who praise this movie and say it is a horror classic. I mean, but this happened with The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. When it came out, people thought it was crap, and I'm like, I loved that movie. Well, now it's considered a classic. But when it came out, critics were like, this is disgusting. It's just violence. And I'm like, no, it's brilliant. It's,
But again, it's all back to the psychology of it, is it not? And the thing is, if they liked it.
Yeah.
If they liked it.
I'm going to go a little deep here. So
that was going to be
if this movie instilled fear in them, did that also instill the fear that they could be a victim?
See, that's what I think is behind this.
Victim, I think it's that they could have been him.
That could have been me, or oh yeah, either I could be the victim, or oh my God, is that man's mind in the back of my mind?
Right.
See, for me, someone who loves horror movies, that is what drives me. That's what I love about it. I love. I do too. In the back of my head, there is a little peeping Tom. It's a little shrivel of it. Right. It's like scratching the surface.
And you're just being on. It doesn't mean you're going to go out and kill somebody tomorrow.
No, right.
It's just that weird little feeling there that's like, oh, okay, I can relate to that.
Right.
But I still think it's back to the most disturbing part of it was the child screaming on the video for me.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to state that in 1960, children couldn't talk about it.
Oh, no. No.
And
honey, 1970, they couldn't talk about it. It's like, no, this is way before kids could talk about this stuff.
And so we have created a generation of children that kept it all in and could potentially turn into this. And then we did in the 70s and 80s with came out. So it was responsibility they didn't want to take.
I'm hoping that we have created now a generation of children that will speak out when things are wrong,
right? Just something to ponder is this movie was not well received in England. But it stayed in the US. It was more popular.
Yeah.
And the US has many, many more serial killers.
Yeah, well, that we know of.
That's true. Many more shootings, many more crimes of violence.
Y'all, that's a whole nother podcast. Oh my God. I still think that it's more important to be open to this stuff instead of being negative to it. I'm just speaking generally now.
No, you're right. No, it helps you understand the issue a lot more and have a better idea of how you feel about
this. We were just having a conversation the other day about, did horror movies make people killers? And it's like, no. And just like in Scream, no, it might make them more creative.
Possibly, yeah.
It might give them different ideas how to do it. But I believe these people are going to do this.
They have a psychosis. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
these
just,
people are going to do this. They're going to do it. And just, art is not going to inspire them to kill. That's my thing. Yeah.
Well, and if anything, I wonder too if the critics at the time hated the fact that he was both a victim and a killer simultaneously
At the same time.
victim and a predator.
But he also did one very significant thing. He kept her innocence. He absolutely got to the point where she did not have to feel the same thing.
You're absolutely right.
He did everything he could because he could still feel love.
You're absolutely, yeah.
But
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Protection, maybe. I
think she represents him as a child. If somebody had done that for him, had
Oh yeah.
right?
Yo, that
is very interesting, Joy. Yeah, I like that.
That is really good. Oh,
I like that a lot.
She sees himself in her and wants to protect that innocence. That's
Don't give me anything good about a psychopath. They need to be monsters. They need to be, vilified across the board.
Yeah.
But then he gives his life. He kills himself. He does the quote unquote honorable thing.
Every movie like this, when you meet the killer, when you see something human in them, it makes them, first of all, it just makes them more interesting.
Right.
Second of all, they're more, it's like, oh shit, this could be anybody I know.
Anybody you know.
This could be anybody I know.
Or yourself a little bit too.
I didn't want to say that, but
I know, Jay. I know you well enough.
Okay, real quick, let's talk about scores. IMDb, high score for IMDb, 7.6.
Hey,
Good
that's
score.
very good for IMDb.
Amazon Prime, 4 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Tomato meter, Rotten Tomatoes. I am a man of the critics again. 95% for critics, 85% for audience.
Wow.
That's higher than I thought. Okay.
High score. Okay, so Elle and Brent, would you recommend this movie?
I would.
Yeah.
Would you, Brent?
I thought it was fascinating. And we've talked about this before. It's been recent that I've started watching more quote unquote horror movies. I like the cerebral ones. Like Silence of the Lambs is one of my favorites.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah.
And so
right. I see Joy. She's touching her heart. She's
classic.
I don't see this as a slasher film. I see this more as like we talked about earlier. I see this more as a psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Cerebral.
Agreed.
I see it as both kind of.
I think it's more on the psychological side. I think after this discussion, I don't know, it's opened my mind to how deep this movie really goes. And it is very deep into the psyche. And I think that those who like it more see those deeper folds of how complex the ideas in this movie are.
I'll talk to my people at Alamo. We'll do a double screening of Peeping Tom and Silence of the Lambs.
Let's do it. Do it. Let me know. So Brent, you recommend it also?
Say again?
Brent, you recommend it also?
Oh yeah, it's good.
Absolutely. So Joy, do you recommend this movie?
I do. Now, Jay, I don't recommend it to your mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom, put this on.
But she will love that, by the way. That's very cute.
But absolutely. I think that it does need to come with a trigger warning.
Yeah.
If you were a child that ever suffered any abuse. It could be extremely triggering. So if you're going into it with that, intent, because it was so much more of a bit of a mind fuck, if you will.
Oh, absolutely. So Keith, do you recommend it?
Oh yeah. I actually like this one a little more than Psycho. I thought it was done really well.
Really?
It's not to take anything away. Psycho was a great movie. Hitchcock is a legend, and the movie itself deserves it all. But I think this movie should have gotten some higher marks. I think it should get a lot more publicity than it has. And this one was great.
That. You know what? I would agree, Keith, because I feel like Peeping Tom, there were very real aspects to it, and there were some parts of Psycho that were pretty campy.
Yes, yeah.
Which I kind of love. I have to admit.
I know, and I like that campy side to it too. This one was on a more serious way. Yeah,
I agree.
I feel like they almost shouldn't even be in the same category. I mean, I understand that they came out the same year, but they were two very different.
Aren't they different? Yes, they're so different. It's so funny to me because, when they both came out, I think Psycho looked more real because it was black and white, like on TV back then. Black and white was real, But now when you look at it, Peeping Tom looks more real than Psycho because of its color,
right.
And which I think, I understand Hitchcock's
reasoning.
Meaning when you do black and white, but I feel like that sort of added to the campiness of it from what we're used to now.
Yeah. I think back then it was different than it is now. It's so funny. They're so different. I look at the movies and I think about when people saw them back then when I was born, over 60 years ago. And then I look at them now and I'm like, people look at these movies so differently. They just look so different now. And I think it's so fun to compare them. Anyway, this is so much fun talking about these movies with y'all. And I'm so glad y'all enjoyed it. Yay. Real quick, you can find us on, you can find our podcast on, we're on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. You can find our podcast on Apple and Spotify and Amazon Prime, wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. Please, wherever you find your pods, Keith and I are always saying this. Please subscribe to us and leave a rating.
Yeah.
Hopefully a positive one, we're hoping. But even if not, just leave a rating, because when you leave a rating and you subscribe, it brings more people to the party. People find out about it more.
The more the merrier, right? The more.
And we actually get even more listeners than 5 or 6. So it's amazing.
And also, you guys are 5 out of 5. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
In the app. I was really impressed by that.
Yeah. When you only have 3 reviews, it's easy to do.
It's not about quantity, it's quality, Jay. Okay, it's the quality.
I gotta stop leaving those 5-star reviews over and over again.
Joy's right, Jay. We're a 5-star review. 5-star podcast.
No, I'm very, very proud of that. And we don't get a lot of messages, but we get some nice ones. Okay, so next time, Keith, this is already in place, so it's my movie.
Bring it. Let's go.
Okay, and I'm really excited because my work sister is going to be with us. I recently retired from teaching, but this is my work sister, Alexi Donaldson. Hey, Alexi. And she picked this movie. She's like, could we talk about this movie? And I'm like, oh my God, yes, I love this movie. From 1999, from Joel Schumacher. The movie is called Flawless.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, starring Robert De Niro and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Ooh, okay. I'm in.
Philip Seymour Hoffman is a drag queen.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all, I can't wait to talk about this movie. Yes, Flawless. Check it out. From 1999. The brilliant Seymour Hoffman,
legend, yeah,
a legend. I mean,
great actor,
just a legend.
I love everything he's in.
There's nothing. He's one of those. And also Robert De Niro. Even if he's in a bad movie, he's still good.
Right, he still nails it. Right.
These people that it's like Emma Stone or Sophie's Choice, Meryl Streep. It doesn't matter what movie they're in. They're always good. It doesn't matter.
Even if the movie's bad, they're going to be good.
They're always good. But I promise you, Keith, I think you're going to like this movie a lot. It's called Flawless from 1999.
Okay.
So before we go, Elle and Brent Garrison, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
It's so much fun. And we're going to do Psycho 3, so be on board.
We're ready.
Okay. And Joy, thank you so much. I'm sorry, Joy Martucci.
Martucci.
I kept thinking Joy Martucci. I had to be, I couldn't say it without using my hands. That's the problem.
The Italian, it's an honor, and thank you so much for the invite.
Joy, this is so much fun, and honey, you will definitely. Again
Great input. Love your perspectives. Yeah,
so much fun.
Definitely coming back. Yeah,
so much fun. Oh my God, y'all. Okay, until next time, I am Jay Bullington,
and I'm Keith Carcino,
and y'all keep watching movies.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.